Hi, everyone, and welcome to the second episode of our Fiscal Talk featuring fiscalization in Poland with my dear colleague who is a legal consultant at Fiscal Solutions, Nikolina Basic. And today we are speaking about what, Nikolina?
Online cash register or online devices in Poland, yes.
That's right. Okay,
Yes.
so can you tell us then what are actually online cash registers in Poland?
Yes, of course. So another, let's say, interesting subject in Poland. If someone isn't familiar about the general requirements in Poland, please pay attention to our previously video, which Anna already mentioned. It is like some continuous talk about fiscalization system. But for today's topic and for today's, let's say, main topic is online devices, online cash registers in Poland, I will explain some main characteristics. As I already said, Poland belongs to hardware-based fiscalization system based on the fiscal devices. But for these online devices or online cash registers, I can say that the main characteristic of these devices is they provide automatic transmission of the data to the tax authority. So fiscal receipts and other fiscal documents will be sent to the tax authority. It will be sent in electronic format in some predefined structure. And it will be sent, of course, to the service or to the software of the tax authority, which will later on analyze fiscal data. So we can say that is, let's say, the main characteristics. Device is not pretty much, let's say, different if we compare with all the new devices, but these new devices are modernized. They have fiscal module to send the data to the tax authority, but a lot of requirements stay the same. So everything needs to be captured in the device. Fiscal receipt must be issued. So only, let's say, the data will be sent to the tax authority. Another possibility in case of online devices is that they will have a possibility to issue or to send e-receipts or electronic receipts, which can be really convenient. So it will be dependent by a buyer's wish. Or to summarize, let's say, to say something more features of online cash register is that they will have automatic software update. They will have, from technical perspective, common communication protocol between the cash register and the payment terminal. We will not have any more paper copy of receipt, internet communication with tax authority and internet connection will be required. And we can say that what is mandatory is to send the data from the cash register in a continuous, direct, and automated manner, or at the request of the tax authority in predefined structure. So there will not be, let's say, real-time sending data, but at certain time frames or intervals, data will need to be sent. So let's say that those are some main characteristics of these new online devices in Poland.
Perfect. So, how is actually then, because I heard you talking about tax authorities and the transmission of data. So, how is that actually handled? How is data transmission to the tax authority handled?
Yes, of course. I will explain that. So that data transmitting is scheduled. It is determined in some predefined intervals. So it will not be like in real time. So you issue receipt and send the data. No, it will be scheduled, and that schedule will be managed when the device is fiscalized or activated. So it can be defined maybe once a day or twice a day or something like that. So in predefined formats, predefined schedule. Also that communication between the cash register and tax authority is encrypted. data are also encrypted. And as I already mentioned, there is a specific timetable which contains specific date and time in time frame or time range in which the printer will send those data to the tax authority. And it is changeable, so it can be managed in different ways. So it is possible to manage that differently, but only in agreement with authorities. And what is also important to say that in the case of the breakdown or some connection, it does not stop sale. So everything can still, sale can be proceed, but later on data will need to be sent to the tax authority.
So if the communication is broken, so to speak, and the sales do not stop, do we need to have internet? Is internet connection mandatory?
Internet connection is mandatory, so it is a, let's say, obligation to taxpayer. So the taxpayer or seller must ensure constant connection to the internet so that cash register or printer can send data and can communicate with the tax authority according to the schedule. If there is no internet, as I already mentioned, and you also confirmed that data that sale does not have to be stopped, so data will be sent later on. Usually it will be tried to send again later in every 2 hours, but as I already said, the tax authority can change that let's say time frame.
Great. So it's not so strict, so to speak.
Yes, it is not so strict. So once again, so these devices, we have a different combination, but we can make 2 big groups: online cash registers as all-in-one device, or online printer as, let's say, old fiscal printer, but with some checkout for online sending data.
Great. Thank you, Nikolina. Thank you guys for listening and for watching. If you want to contact us, make sure to contact Nikolina, and I will put her email in the bio. And also, if you want to learn more about fiscalization in Poland, make sure to go to our fiscal portal where you will find really extensive information and all the necessary documents you need about fiscalization in Poland. Thank you for watching once again, and we'll see you in the 3rd and final episode soon.
Yes,
Stay
thank
tuned.
you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.